Hello everybody, in this video we will create our tire. So for tire, definitely we have or this simple tire, you can see, yeah, this type of tire with the rim. And actually we can create a simple rim, and I will not move in detail here for the rim creation, so I will not get any reference image, although you can place your reference image like this one. Okay, this you can see, this is a simple circles here, cut it out circles, and very simple rim for the tire, so you can do so whatever you want, but I will just create the rim with simple idea. And before that I will just place a reference image so that we can align the things in a proper way. So alt G, alt R, then we will press R X 90 degree, and then this will be the our front tire. So we will just press 1 and we will just place the front tire at the right position, so something like this. And now we will just duplicate the same image, okay, and we will just press RZ 90 degree, click here, and now we'll just place it here maybe. So if we press 3, this will be the side view. Yeah, this is the side view, so we will just press 3 and we will just add it in the middle. If you want to create this type of shape, we can do so here you can see we have this type of shape, and we can create this type of shape with the array, or simply we can edit the sections as well. Let's create a tire like this. Okay, so for this we will just press shift A, we will just go to mesh, we will just create a circle here, and for circle we will go to edit mode, and we will just press RX R Y 90 degree. Okay, and we will scale it to something like small like this, and then we will create one more circle, and we will press RY 90 degree, and we will scale it like this. We'll select the both circles with shift alt click. Both circles are selected. Now we can go to edge, and we will just bridge edge loops. We will just create some internal loops like this, 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 maybe. Okay, and now what we will do, we will just delete some sections. So if we go to wireframe mode, you can see this type of extrusions here, this type of faces which are deleted here. So if we select this this much area, 1 2 3 4, and then till here maybe. Okay, we can select these manually, and we can delete the faces. Okay, so I will do so. I just have selected the faces, and if you want to select the all faces equally, then you can select the circle with equal vertices. Okay, so here I will just press delete, so delete and faces, and now you can see we have this type of section. Okay, this type of rim. So now okay, we have just deleted this as well, so just deselect this section and faces again, and now we have this type of section. Now for the circular shape, you can see that we have that circular shapes here. So for that purpose we can just delete some sections. So for example, if we go to vertices, we can select this vertex maybe, or we can create a loop here. This is better, and here one more loop, and then we can select these two sections. Okay, and then we can select these two, then these two, then these two, and here we will just select these two, and then we can just delete these vertices. Now we will select these loops by Shift Alt click, and we will make these all as a circle. Okay, now these are the circles, and then we will just press EX to move it outside. Okay, like this, and very small, and then again EX, EX, EX again, and then we will press F to fill out the faces. Now we can go to modifier, we can just go to subdivision surface to check out the result, which is very nice. Okay, so this is the one part of our rim. We can select the loop here. So for example, this loop, for example, and we can move this loop outside if we want to do so. Okay, and if we want to do so, we can do it like this. Okay, so it will give us the different type of shape for our rim. Okay, so it's up to you that what do you want to do. But before that, I think that if we will mirror this this section to other side, as this is a rim. Okay, so we'll go to 1, we will select everything, we will just go move it like this. Okay, maybe here, and then we will just go to mirror it. So now this is mirrored. Now we will just press EX, and we will just move it like this, EX, and before that we will just enable the clipping as well, and then we will just press EX, and finally we will just join the section here. What is the problem that we was selected this thing? Okay, so this will create this type of problem, so we will just move back again. Okay, and we will just go to vertices, and then we will just press EX, 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 X, and now even you can see that we have this type of problem, and that is due to the non merging of these certain vertices. Okay, so if we go to our normal view, but object mode, you can see this type of rim, and that is absolutely fine, because in the middle we will not have any shape here, so it will not affect anything. Okay, so now we will select this loop, and I will just move this loop little bit outside, and now you can see that we have this type of sequence here, which is quite good. And that's it. We will just add a loop here as well for the corner, for the better corner, and this side as well. Okay, and now if you see the result, it is quite good. Okay, that's nice. We have rim ready, and now what else we need is the tire. So for tire we will do the same. We will just press I will just go to object mode, and first I will just rename this as a rim, and now we will just add our tire. So for tire we will just press Shift A, mesh, circle, go to edit mode, R, Y 90 degree, enter, scale it, and then we will just scale it, move it to this part. Okay, we can just move it inside the rim if we want. Okay, so it's up to you, and now we will just start extruding it. So before that we will just go to mirror, and we'll just enable the clipping as well. So now we will just start extruding it to the x-axis like this, okay, and we will scale it as well, okay, like this. But I think this last loop, we will select it, this last loop, and we will just scale it inside a little bit, okay, so it will be in the rim. So we will select this loop now, and we will just press E X again and S again, E X again, S again, and then we will start extruding it to back, EX again and S again. Okay, almost some little bit more, ES again and SX again, okay, so I think this much is good, yeah, and now a little bit more, I think. So that this much is good. So now we will just move it here, and we will just press EX again, and EX again. Okay, small cut here, EX again, and EX again. Okay, so here I will just put one more edge, and I will show you why I do so. And here I will just put one more edge. Okay, so that's good. So now we will select these loops and for the threads, okay, and for threads we can just select the entire loop here with the alt click, but it's not selecting in a proper way, so we will just press click and control click and control click like this, control click, shift click, and then we will just press control click, control click, control click. Okay, now we will just extrude it outside but with individual faces. So we will just go to extrude individual, and then we will just extrude it like this, not too big, okay, and this much is good. And then we will just click here, we will just select the here we'll select the individual origins, and we will just press S to scale it like this. And now you can see we have very nice cuts here, and I will keep it the tire like this because this is good, and we can actually right click and shade smooth to get this type of result. And yeah, we have to add some subdivision surface as well, so 2 divisions are good, although these cuts are not very nice, but you can do so with a little bit more threads. When you will create the circle, you can create much more sections, okay, so it's up to you. Okay, so nice. And lastly we will select this middle section with the alt and control click, control click, and we will not use the extrusion method for as individual, so we'll just select it, the simple one, and then we will just extrude it and scale it outside, so like this. Okay, so now you can see we have nice thread as well. So now you can see we have a nice tire ready to go. And now we will just add some texture for the tire. So for textures we will just add first texture for the rim and one for the tire, and we will just collect some texture, use some leather type texture for the tire. So we can go to UV editing, we can add some texture. So I am using textures for everything actually. The reason behind this is that if we will move the textures to Unity, it will not create any problems. So tire texture, okay, and now we will just add this texture to the tire. So now you can see that this texture is added to tire. That is good actually. And if we press render, we are actually in render view, so we'll just keep it like this, and you can see that's good. And now for the rim we will add another texture. So for rim I think we need a metal type texture, and we have some textures like gold, like iron, like iron is good, I think, brushed iron. So we will just move this here, and for this we'll just add a material here. We will just name it rim material or texture, whatever you want, you can name it, and then we can just add it to the rim. So now you can see we have rim texture, but for the rim we will just add the metallicness 2.5 maybe, and roughness 0.3, that will be more shiny. And for this we can add metallicness 0.2 maybe, so that's good. Okay, so that's nice. We have a nice tire now, and if we go to render view, you can see that light is not enabled, so now you can see very nice tire here. Okay, that's it for this video. In next video we'll move further.